What are some staple exercises you think are valuable to gain strength necessary for strongman stunts? Greetings and salutations. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. My name is Eric Moss. I'm a personal trainer, motivational speaker, and a modern-day performing strongman. If you're unfamiliar with what a modern-day performing strongman is, picture the strongmen of old, legends of the past like the mighty Adam and Alexander Zass. They would perform real-life feats of strength as part of a live show. I do a similar thing, but with a modern-day twist. Some of the feats of strength I've performed in front of a live audience include things like bending steel bars, breaking chains with my chest, twisting horseshoes, rolling up frying pans, driving nails through wooden boards by hand, and even holding back a high-performance motorcycle. Now, being a modern-day performing strongman and the fact that there's not a whole lot of us around these days to answer people's questions, in an effort to grow my YouTube channel by giving you guys what you want, I started a YouTube series called Ask Eric Moss, where I would invite you to ask me a question by dropping it in the comments below. And when you do that, I try to get back to you with a custom video answering your question just for you. Pretty neat, right? So this question comes from at Devin Cooper P1H. And they said, what are some staple exercises you think are valuable to gain strength necessary for strongman stunts? Thank you for asking that. Now, prior to becoming a modern-day performing strongman, I was big into kettlebell training, and I had also read a lot of books in the past. And I remember, although I didn't find a lot of evidence for this, but according to Dr. Ed Thomas, who is someone that has a lot of respect within the industry, they claimed that being able to do a 100-pound get-up represented a rite of passage before specifically training to be a strongman. Prior to becoming a modern-day performing strongman, I was doing get-ups with the beast, which is 106 pounds. So I had developed a pretty good base. Even though I don't currently practice a lot of heavy Turkish get-ups, I know that the feats are there. But what I would recommend you do is, assuming you have a clean bill of health and a clean movement patterns and stuff like that, is work up to a 100-pound get-up. If you can do a get-up with 100 pounds, you're going to have strength in areas all over your body that pertains seemingly directly to the feats. Because I remember when I was working with my first mentor, the late great New Jersey Superman Greg Matonic, I'm not a very big guy, but he knew that I had the power that's in all of us that we learned about from Slim and the mighty Adam. But he wasn't expecting me to make the kind of progress that I was making. Now, admittedly, I had built up that base with the get-up and with swings and overhead presses and stuff like that. But I also, at the time, didn't have a lot else going on. I had my personal training business, and that was it. Because at the time, I had been recently divorced, and that was all I had, and I was hungry. But I do credit the 100-pound get-up to setting that base for building or for training specifically for the feats of strength. So if there was one staple exercise, it would be, or I should say, the staple exercises that I would say for, that I started with, I should say, it would be swings, get-ups, and if you can get strong in those things, that should provide a pretty good foundation. Now, some of the other foundational things that I like the Strength Standards by Dan John, where if you can bench press your body weight for 15 reps, do 15 pull-ups, squat your body weight for 15, deadlift double your body weight, then you should be strong enough for anything that can be reasonably be expected of you. And yes, I can do all of these things. And even though I wasn't training deadlifts at the time, I'm able to walk up to a bar and just deadlift twice my body weight without issue. So anyways, any one of those things would be worthy goals to pursue. So anyways, I hope that answers your question. If anybody else has questions for me, drop it in the comments below and I'll try to get back to you with your very own custom video answering your question. But if you like this video, let me know by hitting that like button. If you want to see more of this sort of thing, or you want to see the various chronicles from my various performances across the country, subscribe to the channel. If you think anybody should see this, please share it with them. This YouTube thing isn't rocket science. And if you want to support the channel, do all the things that I just mentioned. That helps me get found in the algorithm and helps my channel grow. And you can also provide a super thanks. That directly helps me out. Or you can also pick up a copy of my book. Link is in the description below, also available on Amazon. But in the meantime, stay tuned for the next video. And in the meantime, please stay happy, healthy, and strong. And let's make 2025 the best year yet. Eric Moss, over and out.